Hey everyone, and welcome. I am so incredibly thrilled to have you here for this Cash Control 360 explainer. So, get this. Did you know the average household carries over $7,000 in credit card debt? It's wild. Now, credit cards, they can be super useful tools in your financial toolkit. But let's be real here. If you use them the wrong way, they will absolutely keep you trapped in debt for literally years. So today we're going to uncover exactly how to avoid those traps. Seriously, ask yourself, are credit cards trapping you right now? The kind of scary truth is that a lot of people don't even realize there's a problem until they're completely drowning in stress. You might actually know the exact feeling I'm talking about. Your balances get way too high, the interest just seems to grow out of absolutely nowhere, and suddenly making even that minimum payment feels totally impossible. Well, that is exactly what we are going to fix today. Real quick, before we get into the nuts and bolts, let me just state right off the bat, this explainer provides educational content. It's here to help you make smarter choices, but it is not official financial advice. You should always consult a professional for your specific situation. Okay, with that out of the way, let's dive right into our first major mistake. All right, mistake number one is a total mindset trap. It's confusing extra income with borrowed money. Look, getting approved for a $5,000 credit limit, that does not mean you just got a $5,000 bonus at work. A credit card is strictly borrowed money. Treating it like free cash to just, magically upgrade your lifestyle, that is incredibly dangerous. So, what's the immediate fix for this? It's actually a very simple rule. Only use your credit card for purchases you already have the cash in the bank to pay for. If you have to swipe a card just because your checking account is empty, you're really just borrowing peace of mind from your future self. You've got to protect your future by only charging what you can immediately pay off. Which actually brings us to the magic number 24. This right here is the ultimate antidote to a massive spending trap. Mistake number 6, impulse buying. You know those flashy limited time sales? They're literally designed to bypass your logic and make you spend fast. So before you make that random 2 a.m. purchase of, say, a waffle maker you definitely don't need, implement the 24-hour rule. Just wait one full day. If you still actually need it tomorrow, then sure, buy it. But remember, you are the one in control here. Now let's shift gears over to payment pitfalls, starting with mistake number 2, the minimum payment. A minimum payment is just a tiny, tiny fraction of your bill that mostly just covers the interest. Making only the minimum might feel like a huge relief in the moment, but it's a massive trap. Honestly, you're mostly just paying the bank for the privilege of owing them money. It keeps you locked in debt for years and years. But here is the exciting fix for that. Adding just an extra $25 or $50 a month above your minimum payment changes the math entirely. Seriously, it's a total game changer. If you can swing it, pay more than the minimum every single month. That extra cash eats right into your principal balance and drastically accelerates your path to zero. And this next mistake, mistake number 3, goes hand in hand with that, ignoring those sky-high interest rates. Credit card APRs often sit at 20% or even higher. When you carry a balance month to month, that interest multiplies so incredibly fast. That is exactly why paying the full balance every single month is your financial superpower. Pay it in full, and you dodge the entire interest trap completely. No extra money for the bank. All right, let's talk about actually managing the plastic in your wallet. Mistake number 4 is using multiple credit cards without actively tracking them. It's like trying to drive 5 cars at once. You are definitely going to crash. You might think to yourself, oh, it's just $50 on this card and maybe $100 on that one. But those small, untracked balances snowball fast. You must actively track every single card, know your balances, your payment dates, and your minimums. And speaking of payment dates, mistake number 5, missing them, is a terrible, super expensive habit. Late payments trigger nasty fees and they actively hurt your credit score. So what's the fix? Bulletproof your calendar. Step 1, set payment reminders right on your phone. Step 2, and this is even better, set up automatic minimum payments. Do this and I promise you will never miss a due date again. Getting near the end here, our final major mistake, mistake number 7, is a psychological one. It's hoping credit card debt just magically disappears without a plan. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. You absolutely cannot just close your eyes and hope the math works itself out. Debt doesn't vanish on its own. It requires a targeted, highly intentional approach. To build that payoff plan, you actually have 2 proven strategies to choose from. You have the snowball method, where you tackle and pay off the smallest balance first. This is great for scoring quick emotional wins and building momentum. Or you have the avalanche method, where you target the debt with the absolute highest interest rate first, which saves you the most money in the long run. Choose the one that best fits your personality, and this is absolutely key here. Stick to it relentlessly. Okay, let's do a rapid-fire review of these 7 don'ts to really lock down your new financial strategy. Ready? 1. Don't ever treat cards like extra income. 2. Don't just pay the minimums. 3. Don't ignore those massive interest rates. 4. Don't leave multiple cards untracked. 5. Don't miss your payment due dates. 6. Don't fall for the impulse buy. And 7. Don't carry debt around without a clear payoff plan. It really all boils down to this one core philosophy. Credit cards are tools. Used correctly, they help build credit. But used carelessly, they create massive debt and stress. The goal here isn't to be afraid of your credit cards. Not at all. The goal is absolute control. Pay on time, pay in full whenever you can, and never ever spend money just because the credit limit is sitting there staring at you. So, I'll leave you with this final question. Are you going to let a piece of plastic dictate your future? Or are you ready to finally master your cash instead? If this explainer helped you spot a few mistakes and, more importantly, find the right fixes, make sure to follow Cash Control 360 for tons more simple, powerful tips to help you save, invest, and grow. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.